Hi guys, welcome back. June 13, and you're looking at the monthly chart of the euro versus the Canadian dollar. Now this one has a spectacular technical picture and that's probably the reason that I follow up real closely on the euro Canadian here. I mean, aside from the fact that we were very much involved in the previous downside move from the top setup. You remember once where price was stretching out all the way, touching base with the top level and beginning to turn around. That's where we took action, and we were very fortunate with that downside move. It reached our price target precisely at 51.98, and then we sat on the sideline for a while. We did waiting for to see what's going to be the official reaction right here. And you know, it's quite interesting because we had a really nice close right below the 51.98 from a monthly perspective. That's quite strong indication. Now the fact that price goes up right now doesn't mean anything. It's just you know, we're still at the kind of early stages of this month, so price has enough time, right? Enough time to go back all the way and close well below that level. And to be honest, that's what I suspect is going to happen here. So right now what you're seeing is a typical kind of upside correction. I would suggest that this is actually the first upside correction of the first downside segment we had here, right? All the way to 51.98. We actually had price breaking that level, right? We saw that on the monthly chart. But we can also see the price close back above that level from a weekly perspective. Now, I do believe that that's a false breakout, right? I think that's a false breakout because we kind of have a contradiction where the weekly close above, but the monthly close below, right? Whenever that happens, the higher scale, the higher time frame always prevail. So I believe we have a false breakout here, which means that price will come back slowly, gradually, and base itself below that level by the end of this month. But most importantly, will basically resume the original downside move that it started here 2 or 3 months ago. So let me take you to the daily chart. This is what I think is going to happen, right? We obviously price is kind of hanging above that 51.88, but it will come back and begin the downside move. Now, I would say that I'm going to use this level, 51.88, as a trigger, kind of a final confirmation. So if price does come off, as I suspect, and will close back below the 51.88, right? I'm talking about the weekly close right now. That would be enough for me to pull the trigger and begin the downside journey to the next major C matrix key level, 43.90. So that's a formidable move, potentially speaking. That's a big move all the way back to the lower part of that huge system, right? That black system. And basically I'm relying on that close of the previous month, which was, decisively enough below the 51.98, suggesting that it's going to continue that downside leg, which happens to be the last one. Well, I'm not sure it's going to be the last one, but it's going to be the 5th one, right? All right, that's about that. Still very much bearish outlook here on the euro versus the Canadian, but it's all about that battle against that 51.98, and we'll follow up and keep you posted. See you in the next one.